Hello guys, Jet English. In this video we're going to talk about my medical checkup. I finally went out and checked my back, and in particular I did an MRI test. MRI, now I got a result, so it's gonna be interesting. Finally found out what's wrong with my back. Well, I kind of knew all the time that something is wrong with my back, and anyway I did a lot of sports. I played football for more than 10 years. I went to the gym and I lifted a lot of weight, but for a long time I have problems with my back. I have them, actually I had them from the very birth. I had some problems with my back, but anyway I didn't put too much attention, didn't put too much emphasis on this, and I was fine. I was fine for a long time, but when I played football, well, sometimes it got really, really bad. And I didn't run a lot like all other players. Like other players, they could run like maybe 8 kilometers, 10 kilometers, but I got tired after 3 or 5, and I didn't move too much on the field. Um, I thought there's something wrong with me, but actually I had some medical problems. And if you have medical problems, like don't hesitate, ask your therapist, ask your doctor, consult a doctor, and seek medical attention. That's what I had to do. I went to a doctor actually, but I never went to a right doctor because there are many doctors, and I did a lot of stuff with my back. I did massage, I did different techniques, and even some magics where the hands of the doctor don't actually touch you. Did a lot of things, but it helped for some time, but it wasn't a cure for a significant amount of time. And yeah, I just let it go like this, and I thought, well, it's okay. I just keep going, like I do everything the same. And well, finally, I turned 28 now, and I don't do a lot of sports. I sit at home all the time, sit at my computer, and it's not particularly good for my health and for my back. And I want to do something with it, so I started talking to doctors. That's a good sign. First of all, I changed my attitude towards doctors, and I have a very good friend, and thanks him for everything he's done to me. So I talked to him, and he explained a lot of things to me. So that there are many doctors, there are good doctors, and there are bad doctors, just as like there are good cops and bad cops, and good workers and bad workers. So everything, there are all kinds of experts. So you can't judge all the doctors. You can't generalize when you had some experience with bad doctors and they treated you badly. So I changed this attitude, and I started to trust an official medicine. He explained me a lot, and he advised me to go to do an MRI test. And this test like shows everything what happened in your body. I'm going to talk about it in detail a little bit later. So it shows everything what's going on in your body. And surprisingly, I never did this test, even though I had problems I've had problems for 28 years. I never did an MRI. Well, I did an MRI on my knee when I got hurt, when I got this injury. But now with my back, I did an X-ray. I got X-ray for a couple of times, but not MRI. So finally, I went out and did it. And it's cool because it's a starting point. You know what's going on. You can show your results. You can take this paper, take this like tests to any doctor and talk to him and ask him what to do. And I think I started to educate myself. I want to know a lot about these issues. I want to really want to make a difference and to start a new life, a more active life. Because sitting at the computer all day long, well, it's not the best prospect for you. It's not the best thing for your future, for your health. So I think it's not right. And I started setting reminders. I didn't start actually. Well, I want to start setting reminders after every 2 hours at least, and then I should stand up and do some physical exercises like an eclectic machine I'm going to buy, or just walk around, or just run in in place. I was told it's not good to do this like shocking activities on your spine, but I think it's better than nothing. When you just run very well, like slowly and carefully in one place, I think it's not bad. Actually, I don't run. I just put my weight from one leg to the other. It's not like a running. And what else? So I did this test a couple days ago, and I did all 3 areas. So there are 4 areas: your neck, your chest, your lower back, and this thing like the tail, the bone tail. What's it? The tailbone? Yeah, the tailbone. I didn't do this part, so I did 3 parts, 3 regions. So I did the whole checkup of my back, and it was a very interesting experience. Not unpleasant. It's not unpleasant in some way. So first 2 tests were very disturbing. This is the place where I actually was. This is exactly this place, and I lay down over here. So this is an open MRI machine. So you've probably seen something like this, a closed tube. And if you're claustrophobic, it may look very like scary for you. But now we have this option. I'm not claustrophobic. It just happened to be like this, and I lay down over here. So first was a neck test. So they put a ring over my neck. And the problem with the first test was that I didn't have to swallow. Didn't have to swallow for 20 minutes. It was very, very difficult and very unpleasant. But it was okay. It wasn't the worst part. Like the next part was like chest test. Chested, and they put a ring over my chest like this, and another ring. But I had to place my arms like this, to put them backward like this, and to lie down in this position, very uncomfortable position. I must have for 20 minutes. Well, doctor warned me that it's gonna be uncomfortable a little bit, so your arms can go numb, you can feel numbness, or they can even go asleep, you can even fall asleep. I said, okay, all right, it's fine. Even after like 1 minute, I felt this, or even now, just put this, just take this position and you feel it. After 10 seconds, your arms start going numb. Like you lose the sensation. Just after 20 seconds, wow, and it was very uncomfortable. And after 5 minutes, I started losing my leg. I started losing my arms. They were falling asleep, and it's very, 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 very unpleasant. Like your hands, like there is something fluffy or furry or very, very soft. Like when you do this, like this thing, you feel like there's something like butter on your hands. And after some time, it got worse and worse and worse. And finally, it was an interesting thing. So I hold my arms like this, and at the last moment, I lost I lost one arm completely, but the other one like woke up or something. If they're asleep, what do they do? Wake up? So the other one woke up. It was interesting. So one arm was completely dead, and the other one was alive, and I could feel it. Wow, it was terrible. I probably know this feeling when you wake up during the night and you see this like limp. You can't move your arm. It's completely dead. It went numb, and you can't move it. It's like a piece of someone else's body, and you can't do anything. After some time, you get it, you bring it back to life. It's a very interesting experience. And the third part was easy. After all that I got through, after all that I went through, the third part was very easy. And after 20 minutes, About 20 minutes after this test, I got my results. Three papers, I should say, or 3 pieces of paper. Yeah, but the results, and a CD disc that I'm going to show you. So a CD disc. So let's start with what? With neck. The whole thing cost me 6,000 and a half, which is not too much compared to other clinics. So the price range is from 6,050, which is the lowest priced that I got, and up to 12,000. That's almost double the price that I got. So 3 regions for 6,000 and a half, and it was pretty good. So first let's start with the neck. So first of all, they give me this file, and I was so happy that when I got my result, because they gave me this file, and I saw only like the front paper, right? I didn't know that there was something else like beneath it. So I read this, and it was very short explanation of my like diagnosis, like the conclusion, and it was like, oh, you know, one herniated disc and osteochondritis. Well, that's it. That's it. Cool. My neck is absolutely healthy. No, my lower back is healthy. Ah, just some problems in chest. Wow, that's cool. And then I pulled out two other pieces of paper. So then I came to my senses. So it wasn't that good as I thought initially. So let's start with the neck. My neck is, you know, is positioned forward. Where is my neck? Yeah, this is it. So it's osteochondritis. I have osteochondritis everywhere, and protrusions in all the discs. So all the discs. So let's check my neck. Let me show you where's my neck. So I didn't see my neck myself. So here it is. Is it a neck? Not sure. Oh no, it's a chest. Right, it's a chest. So the third part is supposed to be neck. Yeah, this is it. So what did they see here? Wow, perfect. Wow, looks interesting. Looks amazing. How did they do this? And actually, you can rotate this 3D model. Look at this. It's a 3D model that you can rotate. And this is it. This is all that you can do. Wow. So I'm not an expert anyway, so all I'm doing is just looking at the pictures and enjoying myself. That's it. I'm not gonna tell you anything smart, so don't even hope. Wow, you see how really skewed all this. It's not a straight line. So yeah, I have a scoliosis. It's not a mystery for me. I knew that, but when you lay down, it's interesting. So when I stand, yeah, I can get it. But even if you lay down and you think that you're lined up, you're not. So your spinal cord, your spine is not straight. You see this scoliosis? Shoo. Wow, that's cool. So what is this? Like protrusions. I don't know what this is. So my neck is more or less okay, I think. Well, next, chest. Chest. This is chest. Aztec. Well, what's wrong with me? I can't like figure out 3 pieces of paper. This is it. Because maybe because they look the same. I don't know. Again, osteochondritis, and yeah, herniated disc. herniated disc. Let's find it. Well, this is the least I can do, is to find the herniated disc. Herniated disc. Herniated disc. Let me see. Let me see. I'll show you. So let's check. Spine. Oops. Spine vertebra numbers. So I need to find TH9, TH10. Where is it? TH9, TH10. So, oh really? TH9, TH10. So somewhere here. You know what is? Maybe this one? Yeah, probably this area, you see? Yep. Yeah, I think this is it. Looks like it. Wow, it's so straight. But why? Because I'm lying down and it's so straight. It's interesting. So yeah, one herniated disc in my chest and some protrusions. I hope it's protrusion because I didn't check this word. And 2 protrusions. And what about my lower back? Well, again, 1 herniated disc, osteochondritis. I can find it again. Well, where is it now? Spondyloarthrosis, osteochondritis, and a herniated disc again. So that's it. I thought this is awful. Wow. So I thought that I'm completely ruined, and I should, I don't know what I should do. I should just lay down and sleep, and that's it. But I was so surprised when I got news from my doctor. So I sent him the pictures, and he sent them to another doctor, and I got the news that it's not actually very bad. This is a very common disease nowadays. A lot of people have this, and it's not a big deal, and nothing to worry about. Of course, I should do something, because the earlier the better. I should do something. I should start exercising more. I should sleep properly. I should move. No, I mustn't sit all day long on my computer. So there is something to do, of course, but there's not much. Absurd. I was surprised with so many herniated discs, osteochondritis everywhere, like protrusions. They say, well, they don't have to worry about. Can you imagine this? So what's the case when you should worry about? Like when you find, I don't know, a nail in your spine, or like a hammer, or you just your spine at the right angle in one place. So what is there to worry about then, if this is not a thing? Maybe maybe huge herniated discs, huge hernias, maybe, but I don't know. So another doctor that I sent my picture to, he said, well, he said like this, well, it's even boring. There is nothing interesting in your spine. Well, okay, I'm happy, and I'm going to improve the situation. And first of all, I need to educate myself, to watch some videos. And it's very important when you look for information. When you seek information on the internet or on YouTube, you should be careful, because there are like millions of sources, literally. And there are scientific sources, and there are not non-scientific sources, unfortunately, that promote health truth and lies, even like outright lies, and like they mislead people. So that's what they do, and it's very difficult to tell. So where they are and who are who. It's very difficult to tell. So be very careful with the content you watch. But I'll try to find the best sources possible, and I'll keep you updated with the information I got. So I want to learn how to keep my back healthy, what exercises I can do, and how to sit properly, how to walk, what machines I could use, and whether or not I can go to the gym. I'm not sure to exercise, to work out. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. This new era of my life, I think, because as you know, treatment starts with the proper diagnosis, and I think I got this right diagnosis. And now I'm waiting for my friend to tell me what to do next, because this was the first step. Now I need this strategy. I need this strategy because the remedy is the complex action. You should do everything you can. Eat properly, sleep properly, move. You should have lots of activities, but correct activities, not just any activities. You can hope to trip your back if you just go to the gym and start lifting like hundreds of pounds or kilos. It's not what will help you. But I hope everything will be okay. So I was reassured that it's not that bad. It's not a big deal. There's nothing to worry about. Oh, I hope so. And we'll be working on it. Wish me good luck. And maybe after some time I'll make another video about my back health. So this is it for this video. I'm happy that I practiced some of the vocabulary related to the back problems, such as herniated disc, a disc that was that bulged, that moved out of place, like this one, moved to the channel, and herniated disc like vertebra, when your legs, when your arms go numb, when they're asleep, they can be asleep just like you. So when you don't feel them, this symptom when you can feel your arm, it's when your nerve was contracted, was blocked. What else? Like MRI test, lumbar. By the way, lumbar, this is the lower back, and what else? Well, this is it. Not much, but that's a good start. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye.